Wrestling fans, I hope you're having a great weekend. Hope your weekend is off to a tremendous start on this Saturday. I know mine is going by extremely fast. It is already late in the afternoon on a Saturday. Before I know it, Sunday night will be here and work on Monday will be starting again. Time flies by on the weekend. Trust me, time flies by on the weekend. But you know what? I was just flipping through the internet and I came across some news and rumors that I know wrestling fans that you all will be wanting to know. Because it involves two major things that are going on right now in the WWE. Number one, the hottest thing, the hottest character in the WWE today, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. And number two, in October, Smackdown Live going over to Fox. Can you believe that is rapidly approaching? And can you believe that, according to Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer, we very well might see that show go to 3 hours. 3 hours. We're going to be going over that today right here on the podcast. Here's the intro, and I'll be back in just a second. Boy, I tell you, wrestling fans, I hope you've been having a great weekend, and I want you all to think about change on this podcast, especially in the world of professional wrestling. And when we talk about change in the world of professional wrestling, all throughout the years, what comes to mind? I mean, one of the first things that comes to mind is WWE in 1993, trying to change wrestling and turn it into the new generation. Now, I know they didn't start promoting it until 1995. But when Hulk Hogan, let me tell you something, brother, decided that he didn't want to do wrestling anymore in the WWE, and they took Lex Luger, the narcissist, and they turned him into the Lex Express, bleeding red, white, and blue. That was change. That was the new generation with Bret Hart also and Yokozuna, Diesel, Shawn Michaels, all that stuff. Was it good? Was it a bad direction? Depends on who you are. Change. Go from there to the Attitude Era. One of the most exciting times in a wrestling fan's life. If you were alive back then. You had WCW versus the WWE. Absolutely fantastic. Moving on, you come together with WCW and WWE joining each other after the Attitude Era. Change. Eric Bischoff, the general manager of Monday Night Raw. All of this, wrestling fans, all of this was changed, whether it was good or for the bad. Now, wrestling fans, we are in 2019 and Fox is about to have Smackdown Live, and rumors are that Fox very well might have Smackdown Live 3 hours. And this is a fresh rumor, okay? Not one that I saw months back. WWE, Fox, do not, please, do not make this change. This is not a good change. There are some changes that are good, and then there are some changes that will run things down into the toilet. This is not a good change. You see how Monday Night Raw is? The third hour is the hardest hour for any wrestling fan to watch. 9 times out of 10, it is filled with nothing but filler. And if there's not filler, then there's so much filler in between the first and second hour that we can't stand to watch the show. WWE, do not put the third hour on Smackdown Live. And there is a rumor going around with it that they might put SmackDown's third hour on the WWE network. Why on earth would you give SmackDown a third hour and put it on the network? Just to give the fans... No, it's not giving the fans more stuff. It's giving the investors more... hey, the fans are getting on the network more to watch wrestling. It makes them feel better. Look, if you want us to get on the network to watch stuff, give us a podcast. Give us some talking smack. Fox, give us some type of talking entertainment thing. That would be cool. You want that third hour on Friday night? Do something like UFC does. That would be awesome. Post-game show. Post-UFC fight. I would enjoy that. What wrestling fan would not enjoy that? A real life type of reaction from the stars. From the superstars. Not a third hour of wrestling that we know is just going to be filler. Because will it lead, and this is a prime example. Prime example. You put a third hour of wrestling on there. You put Rusev versus, I don't know, if he was still in business with the WWE. You put Rusev versus a Ty Dillinger or a Big Cass on there, if they were still employed with them. Would that match lead to a pay-per-view? Of course not. Of course not. So what's the point? What's the point? Now, wrestling fans, now. Let's go to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt and the Fiend character. Rumor has it the WWE might start toning down on his character. Really? Really? They coined the phrase of The Miz. Really? No sense in it. Absolutely none. Why on earth would you tone down on his character? Because it's a little scary. Ooh, it's too scary for the audience that comes in on every once in a while. Wrestling fans, WWE, most importantly, and I'm sure wrestling fans out there that are listening to me now, that are watching me now, are probably sitting here thinking, Webby is telling the absolute truth. If WWE goes through with that and tones down the Fiend character, they are absolutely crazy. Because the Fiend character is the hottest character in the WWE today. The Fiend character, you can't get any better. The Fiend character is, I don't know. The Fiend character is like what Paul Heyman used to be. Everybody stops what they're doing to see what Bray Wyatt is going to do. To see who Bray Wyatt is going to stuff that mandible claw in down into his gullet next. Everybody enjoys his new entrance. And it is awesome. That entrance was awesome when he was carrying around his old head. That was great. The Fiend character caught the eyes of the casual audience. Enough said. Enough said, WWE. If that rumor was true about the Firefly Funhouse, about the Fiend character, then WWE, you really must not care about what your fans want. I hope they are watching when it comes to that, at least. Because the Fiend character is awesome. That's all I gotta say about it. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, about anything that I said today, leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Leave me a comment down below. Become a subscriber today. Please become a subscriber today. And share this video galore, wrestling fans. Share it galore. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby. Have a great weekend. See you Monday night for Monday Night Raw review. And I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.